Alright, so first you want to loosen the bolts. And the best way to do that is you leave the tire on the ground so that the weight of the car can help you loosen the bolts. But then, when you're done there, you just you jack it up. Now, I'm probably the only person that does it this way for reasons, but I just find it easier to do it this way. Now that you're sure that the tire's off the ground, you loosen or remove the bolts. There you go. Make sure you don't lose the lug nuts. Get rid of the useless hubcap. Remove the tire. And there you go. Put it underneath. Just in case, because I'm not using the jack stand or the jack that we normally use. Okay. So, I'm using 1/2, but that's imperial and that's dumb. You should use millimeters. But what you want to do is you see this this bolt up here. Focus camera, do me a favor. There we go. This bolt here, you pull off, and then there's one just like it on the bottom down here. You pull that one off too. I don't remember messing with this too much. It's actually a little loose. So the other thing you want to do is that you want to make sure that let's see here. And we make sure that the surface of your rotor is clear. This one you can see actually has a little bit of a nub. I wonder where that came from. Some people don't completely loosen the bottom one. Or completely remove the bottom one. I think some people just loosen it so that they can have it just hanging out on one bolt. Which is what I'm going to try. But no, it won't work with mine because my brake line is too short. So that's coming off too. And now bottom bolt is off too. So we remove this completely. Great. What I wanted to actually show you guys popped off. Here are the old brake pads. As you can see, they're very close to being done. This is actually this, I like to call it the squeal pin. I'm pretty sure it has a different name. But if the material up here goes any lower, it'll scrape the squeal pin. The squeal pin will start to make a squealing noise, which will let you know that it's time to change them out. So they come with these pins. I know that a lot of people just leave the pins out. I don't like doing that. It's the top looks like it has a little more to it. Now comes the fun part. on the part that I did not bring for. Because I am ill-prepared and I did this on a whim. Now, another thing that is useful is, I'll zoom you back, is a C-clamp. Or a tool very similar. Aaron has one. He's not here right now, so I can't use it. It's actually designed for clamping the, oh, that sounds disgusting. Anyways, it's actually used for moving the piston back on the brake caliper itself. See, the problem is, when your brakes start wearing out, this piston moves out towards the edge, and this whole setup kind of like equalizes it. So this is really far out right now, and because the other brakes are so thick compared to my used ones. Here, let me show you the difference between the used and the non-used. Just as a reference, these are the same brake pad, and you could tell the thickness, the difference in thickness. So what you use the C-clamp for is to push this all the way in. That way you have ample room for the brakes to grab the rotor there, for it all to come together, in other words. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do that. And so you push it all the way back in. Okay, once it's all the way back in, you release it. So pretty much these are simple. Some of them are pretty hard, but these are simple, especially if you don't mess around with these clips here. But they'll just follow the guide clips in, and they're on. Like that. Easy, simple.
Brake?
Yep.
Oh. Car is that yours?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Nice car.
Thank you. Now, personally to me, this becomes the painfully hard part, and it is the clips, which is why a lot of people, I think, just ignore the clips, get rid of them. Makes me feel uneasy, so I just put them back in. These brakes have little holes here and here for these guys, and they're pretty simple, but just keeping them there is a pain. So you just insert. See how it kind of follows the circular form of the brakes, and they're in. Perfect. Now comes the tedious part, and that is hoping that they stay in while you put the caliper back on. Which they did. Cool. Okay. Did it cut off? Is it being a pain? Anyways, I'm really particular of how to do it, so you just tighten. So, take one, two, but I think mess me up is that they tighten off the sleeves themselves. And that could be a massive pain in the ass too. Tight. It's good. So then, when you're done there, you put everything back. Disregard my big fat ass for a second while I put this on. Because sometimes that shit gets in the way. So we kind of in. I just broke my hubcap. Don't worry, that's kind of useless anyways. I'm not worried. Hubcap goes on. Center the wheel, make sure it's on properly. That's why I hate these hubcaps. Bit just to make sure the tire itself doesn't fall off when I drop it from the jack, and then we'll do the final tightening once it's on the ground. Now again, because I don't have the cross. Here it's cross. I'm going to have to tighten these manually. I mean, I was going to tighten them manually regardless. I mean, what I mean is that it's going to be a bigger pain to tighten these. So to do it, just step. You want them super tight, but you want them tight enough. They're not going to go anywhere. Could have sworn it's like 80 foot-pounds for these, but that's extra. And good to go. It is done. Thanks guys, remember to subscribe, leave a like, all that good YouTube stuff, and we'll see you in the next video.